Hello, loves. This is Claudia with Olivos Art Studio with Sacred Mothers and Goddesses Oracle, Sacred Powers and Goddesses Oracle Deck, and the Espíritus. And here we are in our new space. Look, the container arrived. I know I've been gone for a bit, but wow, there's just so much to unpack physically. Look, there's still some boxes over there, physically and emotionally as well. So many things that were unfortunately left behind, so many things here in this new home that I've been working at manifesting for years. So grateful to be here. So blessings to you on this actually still blue moon energy. Let's see what spirit has for us. And we have this will be from now on, this one will be the one that we will have with our goddess of the week. I've had her for a long time right here in Chile. So, and she's one from the first ones that I made. See, she was flat. And after that, I started making them whole. We still have a lot available in the US, by the way. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for our Goddess Spirit, sacred power for this week, for the collective Sedna, keeper of sacred depths. Ooh, this is about healing. This is about you being the creator, you being the transformative power of your own wounding. See, there's some blood over there of your own wounding, even by those who you were who you thought would love you the deepest, the most unconditional, etc. So these woundings, we can, not only and just turn them into strength, as she turned from a human being into a beautiful mermaid, but also to create for others, create space, create healing, and just everything that it is within your gift of creation, right? And don't forget, you do have a loyal companion. You're not alone. There is someone there for you. So know that you're not alone. And so we are reminded of the strength that we're not alone, that we are able to transform things that have hurt us into not only a most powerful thing for ourselves, but also for others. Okay, so, and I have all my little sculptures here. So we have today for the pick a card, we have an espíritu, we have a goddess, and let's see, we're going to go ahead and grab an owl. And in all the unpacking, I have misplaced my notebook that I've been wanting to start on, where we note all this down. So remember, write things down. It is available on the website, excuse me, with space for you to note for the goddess of the week and for the collective, for your pick a card, and the one that matches your astrology. So therefore you have 3 cards, and then you can also note the charm that you chose and why. So like this espíritu, the spiritus, which of course are with the Espíritus deck, it is ancestor energy, angels, could be ETs, whatever it speaks to you, but otherworldly, benevolent, wise, spiritual wisdom. And then, of course, we have this divine feminine goddess right here, sacred feminine, and this owl. of which I know we have a lot of these left available in the US also, my little clay owls. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Choose one. And if you chose the Espíritu, you have Angitia, Mistress of Serpent Wisdom. Move like a serpent, carefully, until you know what it is, what opportunity that you need to pounce on. Of course, always look at the image and form your own idea. Maybe that beautiful white night butterfly. I like that name, a night butterfly or papillon. Maybe this signifies something for you, like a new beginning. Also, but for me, it speaks like that, like full moon, this blue full moon of completion, and at the same time, like a new beginning. I have felt my ancestors guiding me, so that would be like my interpretation had I chosen that one. Thank you, Spirit, for this goddess message. Oh, the meet that with hope. Oh, a beautiful message for you if you chose the tiny but mighty goddess, to not lose hope. Don't lose hope, even the tiniest bit, the tiniest little bud here is like a seed, really. So this is a reminder not to lose hope. Of course, we could look at the guidebooks. You can look at the guidebooks for further information on these cards. If you chose the owl, Eine or Anya, reclaim joy. Reclaim joy. What is it that brings you joy? You're being called this week to reclaim that. Focus on doing things that make you happy, that bring you joy. And notice that the colors are childlike, so you might think back to things that brought you joy as a child, and they can often still be the same things that bring you joy to this day. We just often forget, or we overlook them as, quote unquote, childish things. But no, they are these things that bring us joy. So reclaim that for yourself. And isn't that interesting? Like, this little owl is very childlike and joyful. All right, thank you, Spirit, for these second cards for the week. Now we're going to go with the astrology, and we're going to go from left to right. So if you are a water sign, I still need to glue their heads back on. I haven't found good glue yet. Ooh, embrace the sacred feminine. You are being called to get closer to that divine feminine energy. What does that mean to you? What does sacred feminine, divine energy, feminine energy mean to you? You're being called to embrace it. We always take a second card when we get that one. Oh, and then this one also is for another card. So you get 3 cards. This is Priestess of Divination. So, embrace the sacred feminine. Definitely, I see, of course, this card is a very divine, feminine, sacred, feminine gift, that of divination. So beautiful beautiful. You're being called into that. That could be some candle magic. So you burn your candle, then you can do some reading of the candle flame, some meditation with the flame of the candle. You can read the wax. You could do some oh, I just forgot the name, what you call it, when you read coffee grounds. You could maybe work with your pendulum. Of course, work with your oracle decks. All right, so you get, like I said, a third card, Isis, Sacred Unions and Relationships. So there is a calling for you to notice these now sacred unions and relationships. These could be, of course, love relationships. These are also like your child relationships, your best friends, the people that you are closest to. These are those sacred unions and sacred relationships in your life. And Isis is a beautiful goddess to focus and to, to do some, for example, blue flame meditation with. So you get a blue candle and focus on the blue parts of the candle as you meditate upon her energy. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. For earth signs. Thank you, Spirit, for a message for our earth signs. Yemaya, surrender and soothe. So we have this beautiful Orisha with her energy in this oracle deck where she is calling you to surrender. Surrender into this energy of the water. Let her waters soothe you, whatever it is that you are going through. Go ahead and surrender this to Spirit, to all that is, and allow this surrender to soothe your soul. Like water, like water soothes our soul. As a matter of fact, if you can go to the ocean or to a body of water, or if not, just simply take a bath, or if not, simply take a long shower. Okay, that is the Spirit of Yemaya calling for you to surrender in to calmness for soothing. And if you are air, as I am, we have Panacea, Mistress of Sacred Potions. Now, Panacea, that is the word for healing, like one thing that can heal all. And it is very interesting for me because I was thinking this morning about something that has to do with this. I'm not going to go into it right now, but this speaks to me. I hope it does to you. Mistress of Sacred Potions. What is it? It doesn't have to be exactly, sacred potions as in, let's say like essential oils and things like that, which is what jumps to mind. Sacred potions can even just be things that you do that are good for your healing. For example, let's say that going for a walk every day and going to a certain spot and then coming back and having, I don't know, a cup of water that you have intentioned with something, or, these are sacred potions that we can create. So like rituals and things that we create that are sacred unto ourselves and that are definitely a panacea for many of our ills are connected to our state of mind, and our state of being is connected to that of our health overall. Thank you, Spirit. All right, if you are fire, If you are a fire sign, ooh, Freda, keeper of love's mysteries. She is a powerful, powerful spirit, powerful, sacred mother that comes to you with a reminder that there is strength in your beauty. And your beauty is not only that for which you are born with, but beauty is also what you surround yourself with. So there is a beauty in the resistance against hard times, and maybe sometimes we feel like just hanging out in in our sweatpants and doing nothing else. Well, there is strength in you making yourself, your space beautiful for you, not for anybody else, for you. She reminds you to notice how you treat yourself daily, the foods you consume, the environments you inhabit, and the thoughts you allow to circulate. Like, what are you reading? What are you watching? Are these things that are building you up, that are supporting you to maintain your well-being? So these are the messages for this week. This will be our spot for I don't know for how long, but at least, I don't know, hopefully for a long, long time. I am ready to settle in, you all. And I will be back regularly on lives on TikTok. So I hope to see you there for lives, and come back and see me here every Monday for your weekly reading. Much love to you. Oh, and make sure to subscribe to olivosartstudio.com if you've not already for my newsletters. I send one out for the new moon every month and one for the full moon every month. Love you all so much. Besitos.